So I don't know if you knew what's our regional mission because our agenda manager also Sarah also mentioned in the beginning. So in this following session, I hope it's just a conversation space because we as the AP leader, we are the top leader of the entities. We are trying to make sure we are delivering the impacts and also all the life-changing experience matters, right? That's the reason why understanding our mission is really important. Thanks for this inspiration from our lovely regional manager Preo. So give this inspiration so we can continue for this part. So this is me. I'm Tony, your regional manager of entity development Asia Pacific, and also your regional director in 2022 generation. So it's really nice to meet all of you in this IFS. I hope this space can also let you know, get more about in this region, and also to continue to think about how we as the leaders in Asia Pacific, how can we continue in our role and also make Asia Pacific limitless. Amazing. So later I will directly send you in a breakout for 5 minutes conversation. The question is simple. This question is, when it comes to AIESEC Asia Pacific, what's that one word in your mind and why? So I hope you can join your breakout, and we'll randomly separate into 3 to 4 people in one breakout, in each breakout. And then you can have some of this conversation. What's your impression after being the half turn of the MCP already? What something changed when you have the impression when it comes to AP? So let me know some party are ready for breakout. Amazing. So people, see you in the breakout. So then we can get back in 5 minutes. Prel, can you help us to screenshot the questions and also send to the group? Thank you so much. Done. And we can pause recording. And also, if people have some of the idea in your mind, you can type what is the one word you talk into your group when it comes to Asia Pacific. So anyone wants to share, or anyone, you can type in the group chat while you have the conversation when it comes to one word in Asia Pacific. You can tap in the chat. Okay, we have Enki from Indonesia.
Okay, Tony, thank you. So I was with Kanji from AIESEC in Japan, and he's also from IWA function. So when it comes to AIESEC in Asia Pacific, my word will be limitless, because I think that is one of our slogan. And Kanji said that one word for Asia Pacific is energetic, which we were talking about our collaboration in our initiative, and how AIESEC, in Asia Pacific, always striving for excellence and also always being active, so on. And I think that's from me.
Thank you, dear. Limitless is always our slogan and always our the thing in our mind. Good job. And next one, let's welcome AIESEC Indonesia. Oh, so many people here.
Okay, hello everyone. So hello everyone. My name is Amira as MCVP Finance of AIESEC Indonesia. Sorry for the noise. And then I think when it comes to AIESEC in Asia Pacific, what is the one word that come to my mind will be, we kind of like a little bit ambitious and kind of like more achieve oriented somehow, and to a certain extent it could make us forget about the essence of AIESEC itself, like why AIESEC actually there at the very first place. What is it that we would like to give to the society, or actually the real impact that we would like to give. But then currently right now we try to go back to the essence again, so that we kind of like holding tight to our why we actually running these organizations at the very first place, so that when we achieve something, a certain numbers, we actually could see the impact that coming along with the numbers as well. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Amria. I finally meet you virtually face to face, because sometimes I also email you some topics there. Amazing. Thank you, people from AIESEC Indonesia. And we have one more people here. Okay, you can go.
Hi guys, I'm Luis. I'm from Vietnam. Actually, when I received this question, at first I was really confused and blur a little bit because I don't have much information about our entities and how is our Asia Pacific is going on. So the thing that comes up in my mind at first would be something like we are moving separately, not really together. I think so because I don't have much information about our entities and how is the progress of we moving as one in either in Asia Pacific. I think so, but when I think more about it, I just take more information in terms of interacting with my MCV, our MCV in Asia Pacific. So I think that we are still moving on. I think the point of ambitious from the person who came from I think Indonesia shared before is really good. It's really right. However, I'm thinking that we are still moving along, not really in as one. I think in Asia Pacific. Mm.
Thank you, Luis. Yeah, thank you for your honesty because definitely also you see the points that we can definitely improve. That's really appreciate. And yeah, that's also some topic we can also to bring forward and also to discuss. So thank you for raising up this conversation. I hope in this RFS you can also get to know other Andy more and also understand other context. Still after these RFS, still can keep continue with the One Asia Pacific together. Amazing. So looking back, Lisa, some information when it comes to Asia Pacific, some context when I talk to other regional managers, talk to AI members, or even talk to MCPs in Asia Pacific, that's the impression when it comes to AP. So AP is a region we do the most BPP involvement and also perform that. So shout out for all the people who are manage AIESEC, OJS, BPP people, which is amazing because you did a really good job that people see that. Yeah, definitely like we are striving for BPP as a trend and also take this opportunity. We're also the region who take the most EY initiative. When I like consolidate or even the financial data, I also amazed by the EY, like the output reach there and also all the EY effort there. So shout out for the EY, like the MCV from EY and also our RST, Marco also supported EWA to make these things happen. Good job. And AP is the region still keep growing in the membership number. This is definitely we can proud because we have the since pandemic happened, we have a huge loss like the compared to other region. Other region have huge loss about membership engagement, but AP is the only region we still keep the membership number and also grow a little, still growing a little bit, a few of the members in this region. So these are the things we should say good job MSP, also MCVPTN who make the things matters. And all the region with the highest finance standard implementation. Yeah, I really love AP is competitive. So even we achieve the most of our finance standard in all the region, like in Asia Pacific compared to other region. But something we can improve for sure is investment. So like the investment we are losing from it and compared to America. So I think we definitely can improve as a way forward. And final thing, yeah, we also keep the most MOCR. We keep the reserve and ensure we're protect as a region to make this sustainably. So this is we should definitely proud when it comes to AP region. But something we can improve for sure. AP has the lowest revenue generation as a whole region because as when we realize we're trying to find other alternative based on the exchange we can run as a major revenue. Most of entity in AP are like the really rely on GB revenue and also all the parts of it. I think in the later on you will see more context when it comes to functional context. You can see more numbers and graphic for here. But I'm not here to tell you more details about how the number look like. But this is an impression what we receive from others. And also, when it comes to physical GT or part of remote GT, sometimes we have some SND alignment, misalignment, and also like the lowest contribution there. So when it comes to how region can do cross-region collaboration, when it comes to these contests, we still have some improvement when we work on the GT there. But I don't want to blame someone or even like you can go back to talk to your teammate. What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to make this drama happen. I just want to emphasize about, still that thing we can definitely improve and also ensure we are support as a the region and also ensure even more leaders to go for GT. And have a lowest BD revenue generating because I know it's all starting point when we work on the BD and also all the function there. So still like compared to other region, we still have lots of improvement when it comes to BD portfolio and also some of the engagement with partner to generate the revenue there. But today, these are all the impression. These are all the information I want to share with you. But this is not the major topic I want to talk today. So maybe you'll think about, oh, Tony talked about 20 minutes already, and what's the major point? The major thing I want to highlight is what's our battle? Because when it comes to these contests, information, we're always compared to other region. We're always talk to, oh, how can it be the top region? And also how can we beat on there? This is always a communication we are communicating in the past, right? When we talk to the entity contest, we should be the number one in which function, we should be number one in the region compared to other contexts. But there's one book I think some of you already read it before. It's called like something. It's called The Infinite Game. The Infinite Game, this book, just make it short and clear. The story is simple. When it comes to the soccer game, when it comes to the football game, because they have a time limitation. In the 90 minutes, you have to achieve the goals and also compete to other people. So this is called like the Infinite Game, because they have a time limitation. In this time, we need to beat someone and also that compete, beat to others and win the game. So time is limited, everyone's rushing and ensure the goal is achieved. But when it comes to baseball game, there's no time like the restriction. Otherwise, have a rainy season or even something happens, stormy happen, then they for sure they will stop the game. But apart from this, when it comes to baseball game, there's no limitation. You just need to ensure, please protect yourself and avoid of yourself to being out with to ensure like you can keep staying in the stage and winning the score. So that is how baseball game called, and that is called Infinite Game. So imagine the pass of the turn when it comes to aware, when it comes to all parts of it, we're keeping emphasize about, okay, what is the goal we want to achieve by the end of the turn? We want to make sure these performance can be there, all the checker, all the things can be fair in there. But why is the meaning behind of it? Why is the real battle? And more clarity, we need to talk about the membership, and also we work as a region, we need to focus on. So I know you already knew this. This is our B-Hack, engage and develop every young person, and this question just us 2% of humankind's potential. Especially when the pandemic situation happened, all the things we're trying for is like first survival, ensure we have a money, revenues coming, ensure we have all the contacts we can definitely to understand, when can keep our membership, where can keep our finance reserve. But why we deliver this? In the end goal we want to striving for is make sure all the young leaders in AIESEC Asia Pacific, we can make sure all experience matter. We are creating life-changing experience there. That's the reason why this is powerful and this is beautiful, that we are striving every day to ensure leadership development is happening in my entity, leadership development is happening in this region. We are creating leaders for the future. So when it comes to replanning, after the replanning and the whole conversation with our team, we comes out these purpose and the mission we want to build up. Apart from like our regional wins, like these are focused, as you can see, our regional manager, we're striving for the best version to deliver the service and deliver all the support to facilitate all the process there. But one thing I want to talk to you, this is the mission that I feel really powerful, is building a future-proof Asia Pacific for youth leadership development. Imagine that. I think in the past of your AIESEC experience, all have this experience, right? You keep being inspired by other leaders, and that motivate you to continue to become a leader right now and also to lead this region. You have your personal purpose, you have your personal goal you want to achieve, you want to drive in the future. And that is also we continue to develop leaders. Although in the future trend, we have more like the different competency, different skill and quality need to deliver. But still, when you talk about business, when you talk about company, when you talk about trend in Asia Pacific, leadership is always put the first priority when it comes to every CEO or the top leaders in these in the company organization that I mentioned about. So the future for Asia Pacific is not only about, okay, we need to develop more leaders, but the meaning behind of it is that we are building the capable leaders that they can continue to striving for our vision in a different way. After they live in AIESEC, they still continue as a purpose and dream we want to build up, and also they want to be in the future. So when it comes out this mission we want to deliver, and also when the things comes in your mind, what do you think about the quality and skill required for future-proof leaders? I think this question can keep asking yourself. When it comes to future-proof leaders you want to build up, and how your function can definitely develop these leaders and ignite more people thinking about, we are doing AIESEC is not just focused on exchange anymore. Things the AIESEC will change, the context change. We're more focused on leadership development as the core. So for sure, leadership development is always we need to keep the clarity and keep redefine what is the quality, what's the values, based on 6 values in AIESEC, how it can keep the relevancy when it comes to the current context. So I hope you can also think in your mind, and also when it comes to your way forward, the RFS other conversation, you can bring this conversation to moving forward. How your function, how your product can definitely keep the relevancy when it comes to build out the future leaders want to build up. And then my slide is lagging. Okay, so how AIESEC can develop with them? That's always a tough question I want to ask and challenge the whole Asia Pacific leaders. The reason why we're doing performance is not only just about numbers of impact for sure is important because they measure the impact by deliver and it's the most easy way to measure. But imagine that how powerful experience can make these people change, become life-changing experience, understand the potential to become the better leaders in the future. Also, this is some of the values we want to own, and also we want to build out in this region after a conversation with all of your MCPs in this region. Courageous, not afraid to take risks and fail. And loud, make a noise. Always AP is really shy and cute people that always other people mention us. But how can we already have this sense of achievement and really powerful things already happen. We did really well about VPP, about EWA, about some of the initiatives there. But how can we shout it out loud and prove that we are the region, not only just be to other region, but also we are proof that we are deliver the future leaders in Asia Pacific and showcase that we are demonstrating the AIESEC values in daily practice. All for one, one for all. Thank you, Luis, that mentioned in the beginning point. How can we make sure we are the one region can continue together, learn from each other? Like that, it's not only about IR meeting, schedule a spreadsheet, fill in link, but also how can we learn from each other to think what is the thing we can definitely to moving forward. Final thing, purposeful. Every action we are going to do to make sure to keep in mind, we are building the leaders for the future, and we are building the leaders they want to dream to be and have a capable capacity to achieve their things into action. They are the developer, they are the action taker. So that is all the conversation, and also we already done for last week RPN. This is a whole conversation we're talking for all the MCPs, although they have this kind of amazing like the beer la did. But all the conversation in this RPN we keep talking about. Yes, we are the leaders right now. Although it's just a middle stage, we still need to discover what thing we can deal with it. But every action we're going to do is to build out the future-proof leaders in Asia Pacific. This is our promise and this is our hope. We want to continue of it. And right now is your turn. We are in IFS right now. For sure, you're also part of this movement. It's not always about, okay, this is MCP draw. I just do whatever I want and I can leave. But we are all here as the one region because we have the same purpose together. We want to own the Limitless Asia Pacific. Right now, the Limitless is no longer called the performance only, but also the limitless potential that we have. We put the confidence in youth who can unlock a better future. So yeah, since my keynote session is quite few, but still I want to open another conversation with everyone in the rest of 4 minutes. What can we do to create more future-proof leaders in Asia Pacific? Because no matter how many performance you drive, how many revenue you drive, still, we are always here to develop the young leaders in the future. And you are also develop yourself by this experience creator. So right now, I'll allocate you to another breakout. I hope you can bring this conversation forward and think about, okay, after this IFS, what is the starting point? I can put some of the hope and make sure, keep more clarity. What is the action step we can do to create more future-proof leaders in Asia Pacific? So yeah, CC, you can open a breakout, and people, you can see you in another breakout, and see you in 4 minutes. See you. Okay, sometimes we can pause the recording and let people enjoy their doing. Nice to see you.
Good, Antonio. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll finish like the small wrap up with MCVPs, and you can lead the space with your MC.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, nice. Look at you. We have so many MCPs also joining here. They're checking how is your attendance there. So if you check your MCP is not there, don't forget to text them. Okay. Nice. Moving back. Yeah, that's not a major objective of this session. But yeah, I also want to ask for like the 2 or 3 people. If you would like to share what is your conversation, your group, in your breakout, you can raise up your hand and also encourage each other to share. Remember, right? We want to be the courage Asia Pacific. So it's not that the behavior about shy and don't share it out loud. So I want to hear 2 people like what is your idea and what's the conversation in the breakout. If you're ready, you can raise up your hands or tap in the chat. Amazing, Luis, you can go.
Hello guys, me again, Luis. I think that the first thing we need to do is to identify what is future-proof leader that we want to develop, because we are still, I don't really understand the definition of each other, because we have many people and many people, we have different definition about future-proof. So I think we should define what is future-proof first, and then we are going to identify what is the current gap between that and that vision we want to aim for and the current stage of our current youth in our Asia Pacific. But I think before we mention about the youth in Asia Pacific, I think we can mention about our membership in Asia Pacific, our AIESEC member, because they're also youth, they're also our target customer. So I think we can start analyzing our current membership to understand what is their current stage, what is the gap, and what is the struggling, what is the problem, what do I need more to reach to that future proof we want to. So the first step is to identify what is the definition of future proof. The second point is to analyze based on our current membership because they are also youth. And then the third thing is to bridge the gap between the current state of our member and then with the future proof that we want to reach. And after we can figure out what our current now membership need, we can start to develop our membership, become the future proof leader. And after that, those inside AIESEC leadership, inside AIESEC future proof leaders can impact other people that everyone else can become future proof leaders. So I think we can start from our within first, our membership first. So that's, I think.
Amazing. Thank you, Luis. This is really nice. We need to discover what is the future proof definition and moving forward. So yeah, I'm already to let you know how you write down your MCP application. So it's hard to go. Okay, next one. Welcome. Okay, yeah. Enki, you're here, so you can open your mic.
Okay, so actually we didn't have much time in the breakout room, but anyway, I will sum up the opinion from my room. And first one is that utilizing our current resource of the youth in Asia Pacific, I would say that building the youth for the driven-based leader capacity is very important because currently we are more focusing on EWA rather than we focus on the EWA before. And I think that it is very important for us to focusing on each of the AIESEC portfolio rather than we were before in the LD only. So yeah, actually by maximizing our potential in the youth through EWA. So that's it.
That's a good point. Thank you, dear. Yeah, especially when it comes to pandemic situation happen, we're more focused on EWA. And also, yeah, don't forget, we still have some EOD program there, but just a clear statement that in the future of AIESEC, yeah, for sure, we are not take everything we're going to do like the whole AIESEC portfolio, but clarity, how like the each portfolio keep more relevancy and continue there. Thank you for this sharing. That's amazing. I'm sorry that like we have time limitations, so that's the reason why we are not open for rest of people, but I hope you enjoy the conversation there. But still, the final thing I want to share with everyone, on Limitless Asia Pacific, that is always that we keep in mind and how Limitless means to you and how can we develop the more future leaders in Asia Pacific. That's always a challenge and the journey there. That's all for the session for our regional mission. So thank you, everyone. And now is your lovely lunchtime. And I'm also